What's going on? It's your boy Trey, and this is When Can I Talk? Welcome back to another story time. So this is the story time, and this is why I do not go to strip clubs to get dances anymore. Obviously, I'm married, but here's the reason I never went before then either. I haven't gone to a strip club to get a dance since I was 19. So let's get into the story. Okay, so it all started on a fateful night, man. Let's start with Monday and let's lead it up to Friday to how this story will end. Monday, I'm at work, having a good old time. Maintenance man. It's all good. I'm cleaning my light bulb fixtures. I'm cleaning the steps. I'm doing my sweeping. It's Monday. I got to look good for the boss. So on Thursday and Friday, I don't have to do shit. Everybody knows when working Fridays is the worst day to work. Because all you can think about is leaving. All right? That's why 4-day work weeks are nice. Because now I get 3-day weekends where I do YouTube and I still work. Congrats. Anyway, so it was Monday. I'm doing my work. I'm doing my job. I'm thinking, this weekend I'm about to get a pretty hefty check. Let me go ahead and think of some things. Tuesday comes around. I hit my boy up. We're gonna call my boy. His name ain't important. So my boy, we're talking. We're having a good old time. I'm telling him, hey, look, man, what are you doing this weekend? I don't know yet, man. I think I'm gonna go down to this country club. Okay, country club. Okay. Wednesday comes around. I ask him again. I say, is there a dress code or can I just walk in that bitch? Well, you gotta look not necessarily nice, but you can't walk in basketball shorts, if you know what I mean. Country club. So I went to a store that Thursday. Picked up a nice little blue shirt. I don't know whatever happened to these. I don't even know what happened to these boots either. That's what pissed me off. I never knew what happened to the boots. But I bought this nice ass belt buckle, nice little shirt, some nice little pants, and some nice ass boots. And the boots and the shirt were the only thing that come out of the story, but. So I get this shit together, and I'm gonna be looking slick. So Friday comes, doomsday. Friday comes, and I'm having a good old time. I'm chilling. I get off work. All right, let's go do this shit. I get showered up. I get fresh. I exfoliate it. No, I'm just kidding. I get all my shit together. I get nice. I get clean. I get deodorant. I get the cologne. Not cologne. Axe spray. Because I'm 19. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with cologne. So I put on some Axe. And feeling good, smelling good. Like a teenage boy. And so I roll up to the place. Hold on. This couldn't have been when I'm 19. I apologize. There's no way. I have to have been. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is before I quit drinking. Right. Remember I told you guys, wait, you haven't seen that. When you see it, there'll be a video where I talk about this, where I say that I quit drinking for 4 years. This is close to that moment. This is probably, I gotta say, this is probably 2 or 3 months after my 21st birthday. Anyway, so I'm 21, sorry. So I'm sitting here getting freshed up, and we get there, we get to the club. And everything's fine, really, honestly. I'm having one of the best times I've ever had. I'm talking to girls, I'm doing my thing. A couple girls said I look cute. They did not look cute because, remember again, I'm short and I'm fat. Only girls hollering at me are girls of similar stature, which is fair. I didn't expect models to holler at me. So I look over, she says she likes me. I'm like, so I don't go for it. I just keep doing my thing all night, let my boy do his thing. And I remember seeing this one girl smoking hot, boy. Smoking. Wasn't a good person, but she was hot. She's one of those girls, she would be what we call 304s today. She was a 304 white country girl, right? She was very, 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 very attractive. However, she was very, 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 very disgusting. The stuff she did really made you question life. Man. Because the stuff that people could get away with back then just because they were a female and they looked good was insane. The shit they could say. Anyway. So we're moving forward there and we're having a good time, and this smoking hot chick, I'm just watching him. And my boy goes and talks to her, has a little conversation with her. I'm like, okay, my boy. My boy is terrible at picking women. Terrible. So was I. We all were. Damn near every one of my friends. We were all awful at picking women. Because every woman we got, we did the simp shit. And it doesn't work. But anyway, I digress. So he meets with this girl. He starts having a conversation with her. And that conversation, he eventually relays to me. He says, hey, look, this girl's about to go over to this strip club. You down, you down, you down. I'm like, yeah, sure. Well, he didn't really ask me if I was down. He just told me he was going. I said, okay, I'll go too. I ended up, like, my whole night was planning out to hang out with my boy. Right? So, of course, I'm going to go. So, we ended up driving about 35, 40 minutes away from where we were at this country club to this strip club. And we go in there. And honestly, guys, I am not a fan of strip clubs. I am not to this day. I wasn't been before. If I ever went to strip clubs, it was literally because the music would be so... You've been to a strip club, the music be so hype. Sometimes it's better than going to a dance club. Because at least if you go to a strip club, you at least get the music. And sometimes they got sports going on. And this club did. This club had on basketball. And I was watching the game. So, I'm sitting here watching the game. Like I said, I'm not really into strip clubs. I'm not really into spending my money on this. Not to say people who do, it is bad. Remember, I'm a broke boy, so every fucking penny to me was precious. So I didn't want to spend no money on nobody. Nonetheless, I'm sitting here watching TV. I'm looking around. I'm like, you know what? I need something to drink. Fatal mistake. I need something to drink. So I go over to the convenience store next door, and I buy some Mad Dog. If you don't know what Mad Dog is a malt liquor. Disgusting. But it got me twisted. Kind of like what Four Locos would do to me too. But this is a little bit before Four Locos were big. Like, Four Locos weren't huge by this time. At this time, it wasn't like that big. But it did become. And I still like Four Locos today, but where I live, they don't sell them. So, anyway, I'm drinking this Mad Dog. Now, this girl comes over to me, and I tell her to go away. Because I told him I'm watching the game. I'm not here to pay no money. Leave me alone. She goes away. She never comes back. At one point, I'm super drunk. It's probably about an hour later. I'm super drunk. And she calls me. I mean, she didn't call me. She's on stage. I'm looking at her. So I'm in my chair. Sorry, I have to reimagine this shit. I'm in my chair. I'm looking up at the TV. So here's the chair, here's the TV, here's her dancing on the stage. Eventually, I, like a dumbass, I wish I had never done this. I turn over, I tell her to come here, because I'm drunk. Now I feel like Big Daddy. And she starts dancing on me, I give her a couple dollars. And then she says, you want to go to the back room. Fellas, if you got some money, you can go do, hey, to each their own, go to the back room and do your thing. But if your plan was just to come out with the boys that night, you weren't planning on doing no strip club shit, that's when you say, I'm good. Hey, dog, I'm a dip. I know this now. So it's happened to me. It's good. If this would have happened to me today, I could easily turn down a stripper. Because one, I don't drink as much as I used to. So I wouldn't be drunk at a strip club. Two, I wouldn't go into a strip club. And if I did ever go into a strip club, and a girl said, hey, you want to tell her, I'm good. You know how I know this? Because before I got married, let's see, probably about 5, 6 years ago now. No. Probably about 5 years ago. No, 4 years. Yeah, I don't know. 4 years ago. 4 to 5 years ago, I went to a strip club and a girl asked to dance with me. And I told her no. I told her I was here to play poker and I was here to listen to the music and eat. I told her I did not want no dance. and I did not get a dance that night. So I learned this lesson. So anyway, I take this girl back to the back room. Why I keep saying I'm 19? I'm 21 at this point. I know this because I was drinking. So I'm in the back drinking. And remember, a little bit of this comes from me being a fat, short, and at this point, I see myself as a complete loser. All right, girls didn't come after me. Girls didn't give me no attention. It's cool. I'm not the only guy in the world who didn't get no attention from women. A lot of men, even the best looking men, they're going to get rejected. Okay, so I just got more of it because I was even less than. Because I was already short, fat, and the fatness is on me. And you know what? I knew how to talk to women. Don't get me wrong. I knew how to talk to women. My issue was I didn't know how to date women. And that's fine. Now that I look back on it, I really don't give a fuck. If I was to even today, if I was to tell a man when to start dating and even thinking about marriage, I would tell him to wait till he was in his late 20s, early 30s. There's not even a point. You might as well just go ahead and get your resources up and all that kind of shit first. Because looking back at it, like, there was no point to it. Like, I was literally just a kid working his way to college to get through. But these women weren't going to give me the time of day regardless because I didn't have no resources to give. Because women, you know how it is. When you're young, you think you're the shit. So women think they're the shit, so they don't want to fuck with you because you ain't making that much. And that's fair. Cool. It's the game. I'm here to play it. So, my low self-esteem, not having all the resources in the world. I mean, I got a little money, but nothing to do anything with. Honestly, I probably could have got some women in my town because women where I live, we were cheap people. We weren't that expensive as hell, but short, fat, didn't help. So, and I didn't know how to talk as well. Now today, I still suck. So, I take this woman to the back. Right? I don't remember what she was wearing. I just remember how she sat on me. So I'm chilling. She's doing her dance thing. Now I'm in a drunk stupor. So I'm horny, but I'm not. If y'all know my backstory, you know why I wouldn't have done anything anyway. But just because, I'm not afraid to say shit on here. I'm fat, and at that time, I was overweight, obviously, still am today. But being overweight means you come with a small penis. Oh, who wouldn't known? So my self-esteem was not only low because I was fat, short, and you couldn't see the majority of my penis. So I'm not thinking about fucking this girl or anything like that, right? I'm just like, where ain't gonna be no fucking. So in my head, I was starting to think, man, this is a stupid ass idea. If I was gonna fuck her, maybe. And I'm not here to say go fuck strippers. I'm not condoning or anything of that. This is just my story. But at the time, I knew I couldn't fuck her. So I was like, man, I'm wasting my time. And the most embarrassing thing is when she went, so I'm sitting like this in my drunk stupor, going through this contemplation if I should get out of this fucking room while I'm drunk. So she ends up laying on me, with her head this way. So here's her head. So her body's on me like this, and her head's right here. And I got my hand, what do you call that? A reach around. And she asked me to, put my hands in certain places. And I try to be vulgar, but not too vulgar. It's more for the smoking channel. But she asked me to put my hands in some places. What did that song go? I ain't even gonna sing it. So put my hands in places, and I start to move my hand around. Y'all got the picture. Okay, so I'm doing that, and she ends up touching She ends up touching my penis, right? But the way she touched it, it was embarrassing because my penis isn't big. And so when she touched it, I know what she's thinking. What every bitch thinks. Not she's a bitch, but I mean, like, you know what I mean. What every person thinks. Oh wow, his penis is small. So I'm already feeling embarrassed at this moment. So I'm thinking money is the only way to do this shit. This bitch. I don't remember what she whispered into my ear. But because she whispered into my ear, and what happened after this makes it to where I hate when people whisper in my ear. Because it just reminds me of complete failure. So she whispers in my ear something. And it was enough for me to spend all of my money. lap dance ends. Because she asked for a second one and I said yes because I'm fucking stupid. She takes all of my money. Every dime I pulled out of the ATM, she took it all. I am now broke for the next 2 weeks. I don't have a dime to my name. I just spent $200-$300 on a fucking stripper I didn't even fuck. My father was so pissed off. Because the money I spent was the money I used for rent at our house, which was only $100 a month. Only $100 a month, and I spent it on a stripper. My financial woes are the most saddest fucking stories you'll ever hear, because even if I tell them to myself, I'm like, how the fuck are you so stupid? I've gotten better, not perfect, but I've gotten better. Way better. But still not perfect. It's still enough for me to say, how fucking stupid can you be? And that's it, guys. I spent all my money. This bitch took everything I had. And I did the drive for shame back home. I ended up having to return the belt. And I think I returned the cowboy hat. And got like $60 back. Because I originally spent like $130, I think, $140. I think I only getting $60 back out of all up. I used that money for gas. And I was broke for the next couple weeks. And I told myself, and I stuck with it. And I'm trying to think right now before I say this statement. I can't think of any time since that day. I have never walked into a strip club and spent money on a dancer in a back room since. Now, I think I've gone with my friends, but I didn't spend any money. And to this day, the last time I went to a strip club, like I told you, I told the dancer I didn't want to spend no money because of that moment. I will never be fucking fleeced out of my money by a stripper. Because I did get fleeced again. Because I told you the story already. Pay attention. I'm a simp. Well, no, I'm not a simp no more. Don't fucking... Your boy is on a different term now. But I was a simp. So a lot of women fleeced me out of my money. And I'm going to... I got to say this, man. There's a lot more stories to come. And judge me how you may. Because you're going to hear some very fucked up things that I've done. Some fucked up things people have done to me. And some fucked up things I've seen. It's just, I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm not going to be one of those people who do these story times and I always end up the hero. I'm not going to be those ones who be like, oh, you know, this bitch was a bitch. She didn't like me because I was too nice of a guy. Or she didn't like me because she only wanted me for my money. No. I'm too old to be telling y'all stuff that only went in my favor. My life is one fucked up mess that I caused. But there is some impact. There is some therapy. There is counseling. There's some fucked up things. Y'all just stick with me. And like I said, you want to say I'm a terrible person, I'm a fucked up person, I would agree with you. Okay? Now, I'm also think I am improving and getting better. I no longer think I am that person, but if you say, Trey, you were a fucked up person during these times, I would agree. My head was in a fucked up place. I had to go to therapy, guys. I was jacked up. Like, my mind just could not put shit together. Like, I had all the intellect in the world, but I had no ability at all to see what was going on right in front of me. I just always felt that my life was going to go a certain way. So I just let shit happen. I would not be responsible. I would let people talk to me how they wanted to. I would talk to people however I wanted to. And I already told the story, but I'll tell it again. I let 3 women laugh at my penis size while I was naked. That's how bad it got for me. And I just took that shit. I didn't pay. And I didn't pay for that specifically, but I was paying those women. They just happened to also do that with it. And that's because I grew up a porn addict. You know, and my porn addiction got me into some crazy places too. So never, I must say this right now, if you even make it to this part of the story. No, my point of day should never involve children. Say it right off the rip. Never involve children. Okay? Ever. That to me is an evil that I don't want to get into that, because that kind of shit breaks my heart. Because I've been working with kids my whole life, and I've seen all that shit. It's just that's something I never dabbled in. Mine was just more deeper into the sites, the porn sites. I never dealt. None of my porn addiction really came out real well and affected real people like terribly. My sex life was jacked up and all that, yes, but I never did anything crazy. It just led me to some bad places in my head, and it just led me to make some dumb decisions when it came to marriage and sex and women. It just didn't know how to do it. But that's why I had to go to therapy. All right, guys. Thank you for coming here. I'll see you on the next story time. Peace.